at this video, we're going to be doing an overview of the IQ Option Broker. One thing that you need to know is that if you are in the US or if you are a US citizen, you will not be able to use this platform unless you have a dual citizenship like myself. Then you can do it using the other citizenship that you have. Now check their website to see if your country is restricted or not, because they are constantly updating that list. They offer the bigger payouts than other brokers, which is really cool. Most of their payouts vary between 50 to 90%, sometimes even 99%, depending on the currency. Do not use our signals if the payout is lower than 80%, or you might not be profitable at the end of your trade if you have to use martingales. Now, we're going to cover martingales in other videos. If you haven't watched that, then please do watch to know how to use the martingales. But the key here is to not use payouts or signals for payouts lower than 80%. They do offer many different deposit and withdrawal methods, varied from country to country, so you need to check their website to see what the options are. They're considered one of the biggest binary options broker in the world. A lot of liquidity, lots of people use the platform. They do offer a demo account, which is really cool, before you have to deposit real money. So this way you have the ability to get acquainted with the platform before you make a deposit of real money and start trading. They offer OTC over the weekend. OTC stands for over the counter, because the Forex market is closed Saturday and Sunday. So they do provide their own graph, their own chart, so people can trade over the weekend. And the great thing is that our weekend signals will only work for IQ Option at this time. So if you're using the IQ Option platform, you're going to be able to use our signals. If you're using some other broker, unfortunately, because they have their own graphs, then we're not providing the signals Saturday and Sunday, okay? And please visit their website for more information if you have any questions. So let's go ahead and take a look at the platform and see how you can set up your account. So just click the button below this video. It's going to take you to a page like this. You're going to go to sign up, and then you're going to insert whatever email you would like. I'm just going to come up with whatever here. And password, you have to agree to their terms and conditions. And we're going to sign up. It's going to take a minute, depending on the speed of your internet. And the first option that you have here is whether you want to start, by depositing or funding your account, or just start trading with your practice account. As you can see, you get a $10,000, fake money, so you can practice. So we're just going to click the orange button right here. And it might be intimidating, but trust me, this is a beautiful platform. I love the design and the user-friendly that it offers, okay? So the left-hand side, there's a few things, obviously, that they walk you through setting up your account. I'm just going to close this, but you can go through that as well. I'm just going to close that window. At the top, you have the currencies. This graph, we're going to look into it in just a minute. And you have the clock, which is going to play a major role. So here at the top, as you can see, I have the practice account set up. And also, it shows you how much of your process of verifying your account has been finished. At the bottom, again, you have your clock. Here's basically where you hit if the price is sitting right here. As you can see, it's moving up and down. And then the expiration time is this. So we're going to use 5 minutes expiration time for our signals. And then if you hit the green button or red button, basically you're saying that at the end of this expiration time, you're believing that the price is going to be below or above. Okay, so it's that easy. Again, currencies, and then we're going to look at the other options that we have available. So the first thing you want to do is just click here, and you want to go to where it says settings. Okay, and very, very important. That's probably the most important things to use our signals. You have to select the time frame or the time zone for Buenos Aires. So you're going to click here, and if you don't see here at the top, you're just going to scroll down to where you look for Buenos Aires right here, this one, UTC -3. Click that. Once that is selected, then you have other options that you can choose from, but I'll leave it up to you guys to just check out this platform and see how everything works. Okay, again, going back here, you can always go and upload a picture, your personal information, and here's where you would go to click or to make a deposit. Now this changes from country to country, so depending on what country you're from, you're going to be able to use Bitcoin, some other weird payment methods that I don't know, like Rappi Pago. I've never heard of that before. but that's for Argentina because I'm using a VPN. So just choose whatever method when you're ready to deposit money into your account, and then just follow the step by step. Now, one thing to really pay attention here, especially when you're depositing and withdrawing money, is that you will have to withdraw your first withdrawal using the same method that you used to deposit. So you're gonna, if you want to avoid having issues, please use a credit card that you do control, or a debit card, or whatever payment method that you want, that you have control. Don't use somebody else's and then later you want to withdraw. It's going to be a nightmare, which has happened to other people before. Okay, so that's where you would go, and you can go and switch between the real account. I don't have any money here on this one since it's a new account, or the demo account. So we're just going to go and hit the demo, and that's it. Okay, so obviously what I said, you have the currencies here at the top. We're just going to exit out of these, and to add one, it's very simple. All you have to do is just click that, and you have the binary option in digital. We covered that in the other video, but basically the binary is, it gives you the ability to, if the trade ends up a tie, then you don't lose the money. When in the digital, yes, you do lose money. Now the digital has the option where if you choose digital, for instance, and if you're ending the trade, you can actually close the trade before it's actually before the expiration time for a lower payout. Okay, so if I choose, let's say, the binary options euro dollar, and you can type in whatever the signal is that we recommend, boom, select, and you're done. So that's binary. And digital, the same thing. My recommendation is choose the biggest payout. So 87% right now by digital, 85. I would go with digital all day. Okay. The thing that I like about digital is that if I select that one, it gives me the automated 5 minutes expiration time. So if I click here, then at the top of the hour, or like the 45 or 50 minute, then it switches to 5 minutes increments. So it's really simple like that. Where in the binary, if I go here, you see a bunch of different options. So minute by minute, and I have to do that as well. It's not difficult. It just takes a little bit of practice. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is change this graph to candles. So to do that, you're going to choose this option right here. Let's look at whatever you have here. So the first thing is the kind of graph you want. There's this line graph, and what we use is the candle, and then you have the time of the candle, or if it's an M1, M2, M5, which are the candle times. And then you have lines, indicators, and things like that. It's going to be in this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch that to candles right there. Done. And then as you can see, it switched to 5 seconds. So you have a bunch of different time frames here for each candle. That means that 5 seconds is what it takes. Each candle is basically 5 seconds. So if I switch to 5 minutes, which is the one that I'm going to use, you'll see that each candle, it takes 5 minutes for a candle to finish. So at the end of this candle and at the beginning of the next one, meaning it means, see, in 30 seconds, this candle is going to end, and it's going to start another one that's going to last 5 minutes, and it's going to start another one. Okay. One thing that is really useful is you see that it switched to 1 minute now. What you want to do is uncheck this box right here. It's a pain in the butt. Make sure that first you uncheck the box, then you select 5. Otherwise, when you zoom in and out like this, it's going to switch to the time frame of the zoom. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to keep it at 5 minutes. And then you also have controls here, minus and plus, which is the zoom. If you want to go back in time to look at the graph, and you want to go back to where the price is, all you have to do is just click the middle button right here, and it's going to bring you right back here. Zoom in and out with the mouse. Okay, and like I said, the other tool that you have and that I would recommend you to use is the trend line. You click here, and you mark from where the tallest top you can find, and all the way to the bottom of the price, and you click, and now you can see that the trend of this graph is actually going down. Okay, we'll get into that into more details like that in other videos. All right, so the way you're gonna once you have set up, very important again, the time is the Buenos Aires. Then the candles are set to 5 minutes candle, and it's a candle. You uncheck that box. The next thing you want to do is, the way to find, I showed you how to insert the currency or the pair, right? So once you have the setup like this, so it's 5 minutes and everything else, and you want to open another one, it's going to take basically your same setup. So it's going to pick up your 5 minutes candle and everything else. Okay, and I'm just going to place a trade real quick for you to see how easy it is. So first off, we're in digital, so let me switch to 5 minutes expiration time, and right now it's 52. Normally our signals come in 5 minutes increments, so it's going to be a 50-minute, 55, 60, you know, top of the hour, 5 minutes, 10, and so forth. Okay, the payout, very important, and we talked about this, is that never ever place an order or a trade if the payout's lower than 80%. I mean, if you do and you win the first trade, then it's great. If you have to do a martingale, then most likely you're going to end up not profiting from that trade. Okay, so how you place a trade? Very simple. First, you have to determine what you're willing to risk. So let's say it's $10. We recommend 1% of your whole capital. So let's say we do a $10 and it's an expiration time of 5 minutes. And I'm just going to click here so to show you. I believe it's going to be higher at the end of this expiration is going to be higher. Okay, so the white line here is where the price is sitting right now. As you can see, I am winning, but again, I just blindly press the button. Okay, so I expect to make this money. Now I'm losing $10. So very important. If you lose a trade, you lose the whole $10. If you win the trade, you make this percentage, right? So it's 85%, 87% that's paying out. This is the time left for you to purchase, which is you can still make other purchases, you know, if you still up until 30 seconds before the expiration time that you picked right here. Okay, so that's the time that's referring to is how much time you still have left to place other trades. Okay, if you can, the digital gives you that option that you can close the trade if you want for a lower payout, which means if I closed right now, I would close and make $1. Okay, what else? Okay, so right here, obviously, it's saying that's 13:55, which is the expiration time, and I'm paying attention to this clock right there. Okay, and also it's showing right in here that I have a little bit more than 1 minute left for this trade. Okay, what else? Let's see. There's a minute left, but basically this is it. You know, if you have to do a martingale, you see that it's going to appear 30 seconds. Once this thing is it's zeroed out, then it means there's 30 seconds left for this trade to complete. These two buttons are going to disappear, and then there's going to be a plus button that you can press. And I'm going to stay with you here just to show you basically how we would do the martingale if we were losing. So you see, I click here, and I would still put for 5 minutes. And if I was losing the trade, that's when I would do the martingale, and I would double my hand and use the same direction that I used before with the signal, right, which was a call going up. And there's 10 seconds left. We click the button, 2 seconds left to end. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We would click again. Okay, I just did as an example. Obviously, we won this trade, and there's no reason for me to do the martingale. If you do a martingale after you are winning a trade, most likely you're going to lose, because especially if you get a candle like this that it just shoots up, and then most likely it's going to correct again like it's doing right now, so you would have lost, or you would be losing the $20. I just did that just to show you how it's done. Okay, so basically that's it, what you need to know. Now there's a ton of other functionalities that you need to get acquainted with and study if this is the platform of your choice to follow the signals. Now they offer tutorials. You can search on YouTube for additional features, and we do live tradings as well from time to time, and we're going to show you a few things in terms of how to use the couple of indicators and the tools to determine the trend in order to even increase your chances to win with our signals. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video.